Hello, this is the Irish Extra, and happy Christmas from the past. Because, no, this has been recorded on Christmas Eve, okay? Before Santa Claus gets stuck in my chimney and poos all over the rug. But look, okay, let's say there's so many games over Christmas. I hope you all had an amazing Christmas day, even though when I'm recording this, you haven't had one yet. Nah, just Wednesday afternoon, innit? You're probably just sitting at home eating toast. But look, okay, I hope in the future, tomorrow or yesterday, you have a great day. I'll just get on with it. Get on with it. All right, look. This is the Christmas set of fixtures, the traditional Boxing Day matches, where this year, there's only one game on Boxing Day. Or actually, even the mere fact that I've said Boxing Day and not Stephen's Day means that I'm going to get punched in the face by my mum. But look, all right, let's have a look. Let's take a look at the Boxing Day games that aren't really on Boxing Day. Right, let's go. Okay, first up, Man United versus Newcastle. Can I just ask one question? Why do Newcastle always play Man United a couple of days after Christmas? Yeah, this is a very real question. It seems like this has happened every year for the past 6 years. Because off the top of my head, I remember back in 2019, lose 4-1 at Old Trafford, Matty Longstaff scores again. Couple of years, 2021, Ronaldo rocks up St. James's Park for the amazing 1-1 draw when Eddie Howe was just a couple of months in the door. And that was the first game where it was a turning point for me with Joe Linton, because I knew watching him turn into some sort of Yaya Toure midfield beast, it was genuinely one of the most shocking performances I've ever seen live in the flesh. Unbelievable. And yeah, last year, Newcastle rocked up to Old Trafford to win a couple of days after Christmas for the first time since 2013. Again, that Yohan Cabaye 1-0 win in 2013 was also around Christmas time. It's just mad. Why are Newcastle always playing Man United in December, and most of the time at Old Trafford? It's weird. It's almost like it's a fixed fixture. You know what? For the last few years, I've been really confident when I see the Magpies rock at Old Trafford, and why not? Okay, when I was growing up in school, it was a school dominated by Man United fans, and I was supporting Newcastle back when Newcastle were absolutely dreadful. And we were the whipping boys every year. Like, I remember there's a Man United Newcastle game at Old Trafford back in 2008. And yeah, I was excited because at halftime it was 0-0 at Old Trafford in January 2008. Full-time score, 6-0. The only game where Ronaldo scored a hat-trick. Like, literally, I was hoping for a smash and grab, a Nigel Pearson masterclass, 1-0 Newcastle win. And yeah, Nigel Pearson was isn't that weird? But yeah, no, it was none of that. And the next day I went to school and it was just absolutely just grills from ear to ear. So this is a fixture I always want to win, and I was confident last season, but this time out, I'm not. Look, I know Man United are missing Bruno Fernandes. Newcastle just terrible on the road. Like, how could I back the Magpies to win here at Old Trafford when we're just off the back of a defeat at Sunderland in our last away game? Like, nah, I'm gonna go for a grim draw at best. Let's hope that a lot of the Man United players look lost without Bruno and, I don't know, are playing like nervous slush puppies now. And I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I'm going to go with a Anthony Gordon penalty and an equalizer from Casemiro bundling in from a corner. Yeah, I'm just not confident about this game. So there's going to be no Christmas forfeit on this at all. I'm just 1-1 next. Next up, Nottingham Forest versus Man City. Man City win. Easy peasy, 2-0, Phil Foden and Erling Haaland. I'm sorry, but Man City are going to win the league, and I'm going to predict them to win most games between now and the rest of the season. That is your spoiler. I think they're going to cruise to the title with ease. And to prove it, if Man City do not beat Nottingham Forest, then I will throw 5 cups of milk in my face. Next up, Arsenal versus Brighton and Hove Albion. I think Arsenal are going to trip up. I'm sorry, but they're looking, the last few weeks, they've been looking closer and closer to tripping up, and they're just squeaking over the line. Like a last-minute win against Wolves and narrowly beating Everton with a penalty and needing a shootout to see off Crystal Palace at home the other day. So, yeah, I think when these signs are showing that a team is just getting over the line, they will slip up sooner or later. And I remember a couple of years ago, Arsenal, they looked in cruise control for the title back then, and then they lost it home to David Moyes' West Ham around Christmas time. So I'm going to go with a similar thing. I think Brighton will take a point. 1-1. I'm going to go with Declan Rice and Danny Welbeck, a late equaliser. And yes, he's going to celebrate, which is going to make this goal even more annoying to be conceded by one of your former misfits. And look, if Arsenal do win this game, I will have an argument with Mr. Crumbles in public. Okay, next up, Brentford versus Bournemouth. Brentford have really impressed me this season, considering I thought they'd get relegated. I'm going to look like such a fool in my Premier League predictions video at the end of the year. But look, Bournemouth are winless in 8. This could be 9. And their best player has just agreed to leave months after signing a new contract. Things look like they are crumbling all around Andoni Iraola's toes right now. It's not a great time to be a Bournemouth fan. But look, I'm still going to remain optimistic. And I think the winners' run comes to an end here with a last-minute winner. I'm going to go 2-1. Brentford goal from Keane Lewis-Potter, of course. And for Bournemouth, Antoine Semenyo will continue his hot form because he really wants to become the new Scott Sinclair and move to Man City. Amid interest from everyone else. Seriously, yeah, everyone wanted Scott Sinclair in 2012 as well. Semenyo, you're going to be the new Sinclair. Don't go to City. You're not good enough. Anyway, Semenyo equaliser, and then the last minute scrambled in winner from Lewis Cook. Anyway, next up, and by the way, if Bournemouth lose this match, then I will get someone to throw apples. No, that would hurt. That would hurt a lot. No, if Bournemouth lose this game, then I will shove a muffin in my face. Okay, next up, Burnley versus Everton. Look, Burnley are poor. They're really poor, and I think they're going down without a fuss. This stinks of an Everton win. Like a 1-0 eliminating wonder goal to leave with the points. But no, I'm going to go with a 0-0. I think it'll be close. I think Everton will dominate the match and they'll be unlucky not to win. But for some reason, I just smell at Christmas time 0-0 Turf Moor. Just an ugly game. Last the match of the day that no one's going to be awake to watch because everyone's just going to be too busy getting drunk off their eggnog. So yeah, 0-0 that nobody remembers, not even the Burnley fans. Next up, Liverpool versus Wolves. Oh, I said a couple of weeks ago when Liverpool were having their crisis form, I said in a video, I remember saying, mark the calendars for December 27th, Liverpool versus Wolves at home. I said history would repeat itself. Because back 15 years ago, same thing, around this time, just a few days after Christmas, Liverpool welcomed bottom club Wolves to Anfield when they were having their crisis under Roy Hodgson, when Liverpool were in terrible form, and Liverpool, amazingly, hit rock bottom by losing 1-0 at home to Wolves. I said a few weeks ago that would happen again. 15 years later, history repeated itself. But Liverpool have since gone unbeaten in 5. After shipping Salah off to Africa, things have smoothed down a bit. And they're soaking back some confidence, and they just beat Spurs away. Can I really back? This would be stupid. Seriously, sticking to being a stubborn little mule and I just backing Wolves just to be consistent with what I said a couple of weeks. It would be stupid. It would be really stupid. But call me Stupid Susan. 1-0 Wolves. I don't really believe this will happen. I don't. But I said it a couple of weeks ago, and if I am proven right, I will turn into some viral monster who might actually be invited on Saturday Social. They won't. No, too much of an ugly, grubby goblin. But look, I'm going to go with a 1-0 Wolves win. Don't ask me why, but purely because of something that happened in 2010. It's stupid. I know it is, but I'm going with that. 1-0 Wolves. Who'll score? Munetsi. Why not? I think he got left out of the AFCON squad for Zimbabwe, so yeah. 1-0 Munetsi. He's probably gone to Africa after all. What is this? All right, next up, West Ham versus Fulham. 1-1 draw. I think West Ham are an absolute hole, and I think Nuno Santos is soon going to lose his job, becoming the first ever manager to get sacked by 2 Premier League clubs in one season. And I keep repeating that. You're probably very bored of me saying the same thing over and over again about Nuno Santos. But look, I want to see that happen. Him to be the first guy that loses to be sacked by 2 Premier League clubs in 1 year, which is it's amazing how that hasn't happened so far. But yeah, I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go Bowen and not Raul Jimenez. Not him. Because I don't want a Fulham player scoring their 10th goal of the season right at the last minute in 2025 to spoil last year's prediction. So, Harry Wilson, he's in great form. All right, next up, Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Oh, this is big. This is huge. And this could be a really mad, entertaining draw. Like, instantly, when I look at this fixture, I'm reminded of, around this time, back in 2007, this fixture was a 4-4 draw at Stamford Bridge. Like, with a last-minute Shevchenko thunder goal. Like, it could be something similar to that. It definitely won't be like the Christmas fixture of 2012, which was an 8-0 Chelsea win. No, because Villa look really good right now. I'm going to go with a draw. Not quite 4-4, not as mental as that, but I'm going to go 2-2. Palmer and Mudryk and no, obviously not. Obviously not. What am I, insane? No, where is that guy? He's, you know, Jonah Hill. We haven't seen him for months and months and years, and now he's just got skinny overnight. Is Mudryk now fat? Have he and Jonah Hill have had a body swap? I mean, maybe. We haven't seen this guy in yonks. And is he even still alive? Or did he choke on some baked beans and is now in his lonely London flat getting eaten by cats? Who knows? But 2-2. Palmer and Pedro versus Rodgers and Malen. 2-2. A great game. Next up, Sunderland versus Leeds. 1-0 Leeds. These are in epic form. What, do you want me to back against them? They're unbeaten in December. Daniel Farke should get the Manager of the Month award, and Sunderland have lost a lot of players to the African Nations Cup. 1-0 Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And if Sunderland win this match... Oh, what am I doing? Well, I do this every week. No. If Sunderland win this match, then I will stand outside Aldi and tell people that I'm in love with a teddy bear. Right, next up, Crystal Palace versus Spurs. Spurs don't look good right now. Crystal Palace got smashed at Leeds, but surely they soaked up some confidence back after that League Cup match at the end. I don't know, though, because Crystal Palace then probably wasted a lot of energy by that game going to penalties. I'll go with a draw. I'll go with a 1-1 draw. I'll go with Maxime Lacroix getting on the score sheet after he missed that penalty. And then for Tottenham, Xavi Simons, I guess. Probably not, but that's what I'm going with. Anyway, that is the Premier League Christmas fixtures. Let's see. Let's see if I get any of these right. If I have some of my predictions magic sprinkled on these figures. Probably not. No, probably not at all. But look, I hope you have and had a great Christmas. Speaking from the past, but also in the future. Yeah, have a great one. And let's just see. If Wolves beat Liverpool, then my life will change forever, because I'm gonna chop this clip up and I'm probably going to go get a job at NASA. Anyway, that is it. If you enjoyed this topic in the next couple of days, I'll waffle you in a while.